So, 2019 season for the Chargers. It's horrible. It's horrible. 5-10. We're gonna be 5-11 on Sunday. So, what's the point? So, I figure I might as well just do a whole season review of them. This is my first time ever doing them. So, yeah. Before we get started, I just finished up the previous video that I supposed to do. So that will be up tomorrow around 8 o'clock in the morning. I've decided to. I'm out of breath right now. Hang on, guys. So I decided that I'll be uploading them. I'd say early, I guess, maybe, I don't know, but yeah. So basically, this is it. This is 2019 season in a nutshell. We beat the Colts, and here I thought, hey, we beat a really good team, so I figure we would win. I figure we have an easy win after that. We lost against the Lions, who were supposed to be good. What? Okay, I brushed that off. We lose against the Texans with literally the bottom 32 O-line that they have, and yet they legit beat the Chargers. What? So then after that, we won against Miami, which was a given because, in all honesty, they're basically tanking. Hang on, I'm looking up the schedule real quick because I really forgot the schedule. I really forgot the schedule. I really did. We lost against the Broncos. We lost against the Steelers, and we lost against the Titans. Broncos we could have won. Steelers we could have won. Titans we could have won. It got me thinking maybe the coaching staff. We won against Chicago and we won against Green Bay. Two really big NFC juggernauts. Two of the best, honestly. With Chicago having one of the best defense and Green Bay having one of the best O-line. I thought, hey, we're finally going to get a win streak. If you guys follow my Instagram, it basically tells you the whole story. We lost against Oakland, Kansas, and Denver. Here we go again with this BS. We win, we blow out. We literally blew out Jacksonville. Then we lost to the Vikings and the Raiders again. And now we're going to lose to the Chiefs. In all honesty, this whole season just got me so pissed off at this team that I honestly stopped watching them. I just watch highlights. I stopped watching their games. I stopped wearing their jerseys because right now I'm this. It's hard to think of words to describe how shit this season went for us. Like, I just can't describe it, how shit it went. So, Phillip Rivers. He's old. He's getting old. I didn't want to say this because I really do like it, but he's old. I like him a lot. He was dealt with shit hand though, but he made do with whatever he had, and that's what I like about Phillip Rivers. He made do with what he got, and he just couldn't get us. He couldn't get us a ring. It's the organization, as in the entire Chargers, couldn't get him a ring. Dean Spanos, Tom Telesco couldn't do anything to get him a ring. And the post about Drew Brees saying that it'll be a big mistake. I believe Drew Brees, we made the biggest mistake ever in drafting a QB to take Phillip Rivers' place. Because he has a ring now. Drew Brees has a ring. And he's literally surrounded by Pro Bowl talent and a Pro Bowl O-line. Now, before I get to the O-line, I just want to talk over our starters, backups, and whatnot. So, Phillip Rivers, he's getting old. I still think he's got at least one more year left in him. Who knows? Hopefully, Tom Telesco steps up, realizes what he's doing, and give us an O-line for once. Tyrod Taylor, I never got to see playing time other than the preseason. Based on the preseason, he does really good. Same with Easton Stick. I have next to no footage besides the preseason, and he's a developmental quarterback, so I kind of understand that. He'll basically take over Phillip Rivers' spot. Hopefully, maybe if we don't draft a QB. So, I guess. Okay, so running back. Now, before I get to this guy, Austin Ekeler, Justin Jackson, holding it down. They should be the number one. Well, Austin Ekeler should be number one, and then Justin Jackson is our number two. Troymaine Pope, maybe. I don't know. I'm gonna come back to him. Derek Watt, holding down the fullback spot. Is he as good as Kyle Juszczyk? No, he's not. But he's a solid fullback for us. Wide receivers, Keenan Allen. He's our number one receiver. He is the Vincent Jackson, Malcolm Floyd right now. He is them because Mike Williams in real life, he's doing okay. He's just not panned out to be what we all thought he'd be when we selected him 7th overall, I believe, with the 2017 pick. I think it was pick at number 7 or number 8. I don't remember. He was a first rounder. That's all I know. Travis Benjamin, literally one of the worst signings that we ever did because he is literal butt cheeks and butterfingers. Dylan Cantrell, I really liked him when he was on the practice squad and preseason. I don't think he played in preseason, but I just really like this guy. Jeremy Davis, preseason, I really liked him. Unfortunate that he's injured though, and he is really old, by the way. Andre Patton, secure lock for number 3. I don't care. He's a secure lock for number 3. He just needs to get a little bit faster, and just work on his release, and he'll be fine. And these two guys, I have next to no idea about them. But our receiving core is somewhat set. Hunter Henry, he's good. He's just injured a lot. That's the only thing that's taking away the fact that he's just getting injury after injury. But when he's on the field, he's really good. Would I say he's Antonio Gates good? No. I would say there will be no other Antonio Gates on our team anymore. There will be no other Antonio Gates as our tight end. Lance Kendricks, no idea. Virgil Green, he's a really good run blocker for us. And that's it. I haven't really seen much anything from him. But then again, I barely watch any Chargers games anymore. So, and then Sean Culkin, he's injured right now, but 2018 season was really good for him. I know that for a fact. And these two guys, I have next to no idea. I'll skip over the O-line. Let's go Joey Bosa. Wow. Actually, no. Let's go Isaac Rochelle. He's really good. He's good, but he's only a good backup. He's not a starter. He is far from a starter, if I'm being honest. Joey Bosa, 11.5 sacks. I'm just gonna let that sink in right now. 11.5 sacks, and he's a beast. He's a beast, and now he's starting to figure it out. He's starting to him. Melvin Gordon and a few other players are starting to figure out, hey, I want to win more than I want money. That other guy being him, Melvin Ingram. Before I knew next to nothing about him, because before he switched to right end, and well, actually before we switched to the 4-3 scheme, I knew next to nothing about him because his name never really popped up. It was mostly Joey Bosa when we drafted him. When we drafted Joey, that a year after, where we switched to a 4-3 is when Melvin Ingram started actually becoming relevant to me, because when he was a linebacker, I knew next to nothing about him because I'd never heard his name a lot like now. I hear his name a lot almost every game. Almost every game, his name is being blurted out by the announcers. Him and Joey Bosa are pretty much secured our defensive end spots. He's a really good player, and I like what he brings to the team. He brings that leadership that we definitely needed a long time ago. And he too is one of the people that is starting to realize that we care more about wins than getting paid. He honestly is now one of my favorite Chargers. Him, Joey, Derwin James, Casey Hayward, and Desmond King, and Old Man Rivers. For now, that's it. I don't know who else. Brandon Mebane, he was good with the Seahawks, but terrible signing. He was not worth the 10 mil 2-year 10 mil re-sign at all. Sylvester Williams is just a backup player, and Damian Square is also a backup player. Cortez Broughton, I feel, had he not gotten injured, I felt like he would have gotten some really good playing time, and who knows, he would have been that number one run stopper that he was in Cincinnati, because I believe Cortez Broughton was number one in terms of the run stop. Not really pass rush, he was more of a run stopper. Justin Jones, he is a hybrid of both. He is a hybrid of both run stop and pass rush. He can get to the quarterback, and he can also stop the run too. He's really emerging into a really good D tackle. He just needs about 1-2 more years, and he'll be solidified as a really good I would say elite tier. No. I would say there's average, there's below average, there's bad, below average, neutral, good, great, elite. I would say he would be in the great category by the time he's like 24, 25. You, Jerry Tillery. No words. Nothing can explain why we wasted a 28th overall pick on you. So far, you have disappointed me, and I myself knew that he would be a disappointment right now. When the Chargers picked him with a 28th overall pick, I lost it. I lost my mind. Like, Cody Ford was still on the board, and had the Giants not fucked things up, and if Dexter Lawrence was still there, we would have taken Dexter Lawrence. Draymond Jones was also there too. Just saying. Who else was there? Jawan Taylor was also there too. We pick you. You have 2 sacks, 1 in the preseason and 1 against the Broncos, I believe. Because in the preseason against the Saints and in the preseason against the Broncos, 2 sacks and that's it. And then the rest of the time, you are nowhere to be found. So, right now, you are a bust to me. And as a Chargers fan, I can't begin to explain how frustrated I am with you, Mr. He thinks he's the best D tackle because everybody knows about your attitude problem. And this is just me. Right now, he is not good. He has not made a good impression on me. He has not. Really, he's not. He has not stepped up for shit. Excuse my language, but that's just me being honest about him. He's not stepped up or anything. Everybody's gonna be like, "Oh, you didn't watch games or anything." I watch the highlights, and when I can, when I can. But I don't ever watch the games. I don't really watch the games anymore, but I watch all the highlights. In every highlight, it does show some good plays, but I see Jerry Tillery not beating a single block at all. He's not even double teamed half the time. Not half the time, most of the time he's not double teamed. And yet he cannot break off a block. So literally he is at the bottom tier in the 2019 draft class. Like, Dexter Lawrence is outdoing him. Who else is outdoing him? Who else? What else first rounders are outdoing him? Dexter Lawrence. Because I really wanted us to pick Dexter Lawrence, honestly. Christian Wilkins. Nick Bosa is outdoing him right now. Quinnen Williams is outdoing him. And he still has a lot to work on in terms of his runs, his pass rush moves. He needs to secure that up, but he's doing way better than him. Like, there's like a few more people that I can think of that are doing way better than Jerry Tiller right now. Like, he's legit looking like a third-round pick. Now, next season he has a lot to prove. I'm wasting too much time on this guy. Uchenna Nwosu never got to start at all because Anthony Lynn thinks that the veterans are gonna be okay. No, just stop that. I've never seen him start other than at the end when Melvin Ingram was out, and he did amazing as a right end. He did amazing. Jatavis Brown, you suck. You're horrible. You're horrible. No ifs, ands, or buts. You are horrible. I have nothing to say about Jatavis Brown. Kaiser White, he's just been injured, but when he's on the field, he is that good tier. He's not the great tier yet because he still has some run stopping that he needs to work on. His block, he still needs to work on his block shedding and a little bit more in coverage and his speed. But he can, if the Chargers do it right, he can mold into a really good pass cover that can also stop the run. Emeka Egbule, I know next to nothing about him because I've never seen any type of film on him before, so I don't know. Before I come to him, Denzel Perryman, you disappear a lot in games. I'm just gonna say that outright right now. He disappears a lot in games. He shows up one day, one play, and then he's gone for almost for the rest of the game. Nick Dunbar, he's special teams, so don't have much to say about him. I don't have much to say about Trayvon Johnson either. You, however, I have a lot to say about you. You're basically the white version of Ryan Shazier. Fast, athletic, can cover, and you can stop the run too. For a fourth rounder, I think he should have been drafted second round. But yet, here you are, drafted in the fourth. Drew honestly stepped it up so amazingly this season, even though we went 5-11. Even though we find out 5-11, Drew stepped up big time out of the 2019 draft class for the Chargers. Drew is the only one that stepped up big time. This year, Adderley, he's injured. He was injured for almost the whole season, and preseason, I've never got to see much of him. And I was watching almost all the games on preseason, and I've got next to nothing on him. But Drew Tranquill, I have so much praise for him. He's one of the few Chargers that I like that I forgot to mention. And yeah. Thomas Davis. Old. He honestly can't do the things that he used to do back when he was in Carolina. But he does bring that veteran wisdom that he can provide for Perriman. And he can provide for Perriman, Uchenna Nwosu, Drew Tranquill. and Kaiser White and Amiki Egbule and Jatavis Brown if we decide to keep him for some reason. Player wise, he's not what he used to be. Veteran wise, he's good. His smarts is literally almost second to none. Like, I would say his football IQ is up there with safeties, and I'm pretty sure he was a safety back then in Georgia. I don't know. Honestly, all the good linebackers that convert that are safeties convert to linebackers are cheat codes at this point. So Casey Hayward and Desmond King, I like both of them. I really do. It's just that Gus Bradley is using them the wrong way. Casey Hayward is a zone corner. He is not a man corner. He played a lot of zone in Green Bay, I believe, too. Casey. They played a lot of zone back when Mike McCarthy was a coach, if I'm correct. I don't know. I don't remember. Desmond King, he is a true zone corner, and he is a slot corner. But he is not fast enough to keep up with some of the guys that are out right now. But, again, he is not utilized right. He literally can be our number 2 corner. He literally can. It's just that Gus Bradley's not only not using him right, and Gus Bradley's playing a lot of cover 3. And if Desmond King literally was our number 2 corner, I think he'll shine. I think he'll do fine. Michael Davis, he's still a diamond in the rough. He still needs some shit. He still got some shit to work on, but for right now, he's doing okay. Brandon Facion, I don't know how you say his name. No clue, because your name don't pop up as much, if not at all. Adrian Phillips, he's a lock for our free safety. Him and a surprising Rayshawn Jenkins. Do I think he can be a starter? Hell yeah, he can be our starter. He honestly could start over Adrian Phillips. That's how good I think he is. Honestly, I don't know why we weren't using him before when we drafted him. I think in the 5th round. I don't know. I don't remember. But he was, I think, around the same year as Mike Williams. He was a 2017, I believe. But yeah, and then this year Adderley, I don't really know because he was injured for most of the preseason and regular season. I have next to nothing to say about him because I don't know much about him. Jalen Watkins really stepped up when Derwin James was gone. So did Roger Teamer. It's just he's not fast enough, if I'm being honest. He's not fast enough to run our system that Gus Bradley wants. Which Gus Bradley definitely 100% should change. Instead of a cover 3, we should be focusing more on what we should run our own, instead of trying to beat Seahawks. And then we have Derwin James, who literally is our Lord and Savior right now on defense. Him, Joey, and Melvin Ingram right now, they are our Lord and Saviors on this defense. Money Badgley, simple. He's clutch now. Tai Long, I don't know nothing about him because I don't really know him all too well. Okay, now before I get to him, let's get to you. You, Okung, you are not the man that you were back when you were in Seattle. You're not as good. Russell Okung literally is not as good as before. And when he got sent over to the Broncos, I feel like the Broncos, and then when he came to us, the Broncos basically had the last few years of him, and then they sent him over to us, and now he and Sam Tevi and Trenton Scott give up the most sacks on our team. Trey Pipkins sucks. He sucks. He has shown nothing. He has proved nothing. He is getting smoked, just as bad as Trenton Scott, who I'm going to get to in a few minutes. Forrest Lamp, he's yet to prove himself. I think for right now, he should just focus on getting healthy instead of getting in playing time. Dan Feeney sucks. His only good year was his rookie year. Then his sophomore year, he was getting smoked every fucking time, and to the point where I got pissed. Scott Quessenberry stepped up big time for us. I don't know why he's not playing anything. He stepped it up big time for us, which I like that about him. Ryan Groy is just a backup. I don't know why we signed him. Mike Pouncey is our only, I would say, above average elite lineman that we have on our team. You suck after you came from the Broncos, after you got your ring with them. Michael Schofield just sucks. He just sucks. I don't care what anybody says, he sucks. Sam Tevi sucks. Spencer Drango, don't know too much about him other than the preseason. But when I saw him on the preseason, he was really good. On the preseason, I don't know about regular season. Trent Scott sucks. He sucks. I don't know why he's on our team. Him, Sam Tevi, Michael Schofield, Dan Feeney, and Trey Pipkins suck. They suck. I don't care. They suck. They 100% suck. Like, they are literally getting smoked every play. And that's what's causing Phillip Rivers not to make good reads, good throws, because he does not have the time. And he's getting old too, so that's another factor that Phillip Rivers has. Again, that gives Phillip Rivers a big time disadvantage. He's getting old, so he's not making the throws that he used to, that he should be making. But it doesn't help that his O-line is literally getting smoked every time. Specifically you, Trent Scott. You suck. I don't care. Trent Scott is literally our worst player. Trent Scott. Like, I can't begin to say how bad he is, because that's how pissed off me and as well as other Chargers fans are. Which leads me to Melvin Gordon III. Drafted him out of Wisconsin, I believe 15th or 16th overall pick in the 2015 draft. Because it's 2019, 4 years. Yeah, 2015 draft. We drafted him, I think, 15 or 16. Melvin Gordon, his first 2 years were pretty okay. And he set up, I believe, 1,000 yards. Yeah, he set up 1,000 yards 2016, 2017. I don't remember. Yeah, I really don't remember. That's all, because all I remember was that he posted 1,000 yards during the same time that Ezekiel Elliott was drafted. There you go. Yeah. It was 2016, because Ezekiel Elliott was drafted 2016 along with Leonard Fournette and all the other big time backs. And I think I brought up one time that if Melvin Gordon can rush for 1,000 yards on a shit O-line, imagine the kind of O-line imagine if he had the Dallas Cowboys O-line. But that's a whole different debate. 2018 season was okay for him. It was the fact that we were more balanced all around. Anthony Lynn was trying to be more balanced all around, and I think Gus Bradley was trying to find the identity with the Chargers defense. Still hasn't found it. Stop trying to be the Seahawks, Gus Bradley. 2019 season, he literally sat out. I think till about the trade deadline, or before, a little bit before that. He sat out all because he didn't get the contract that he wanted. And it even shows in some of the videos, like he was saying something about Le'Veon Bell and how he should get Le'Veon Bell money, and it's like, you're not Le'Veon Bell. Melvin Gordon will never be Le'Veon Bell. Le'Veon Bell deserves his money, even though I still dislike the fact that Le'Veon Bell chased money more, and he should have just stayed on the Steelers and helped them out, and care more about getting his first ring instead of getting money, instead of wanting a bigger money, which is, to me, is stupid. Why do you think the Patriots are a dynasty? Because they don't care about money, they care more about winning. And Melvin Gordon, he is not Le'Veon Bell at all. He gets 1,000 yards once. All of a sudden he thinks he's Le'Veon Bell. Like, no, dude, stop. You're not Le'Veon Bell. You're not worth your $15 million that you want. Prove it to us that you want to win more than getting your money. Prove to us that you actually want to be on this team and actually want to win instead of getting money. The money will come in time. It's just, so far Melvin Gordon is proving nothing more than to be like everybody else in the NFL, gets a big ass payday, then what happens? A prime example is Aaron Donald. Where's Aaron Donald? His stats, I believe his stats are still pretty good. So he's one of the big names that I bring up because every time I watch the Rams, because sometimes when I watch the Rams play, I saw nothing from him. So I've been proven wrong. He has 12 sacks on the season right now. Wait. Yeah. 2019, he has 12 sacks for them right now. So I was proven wrong. I'm sorry about that. That's my fault. But his production did go down. From 22 to 12. He's still posting double-digit sacks. Another big name that's doing horrible, Le'Veon Bell. Le'Veon Bell. He's another big name. He's a big name that's doing horrible. If we search up his stats real quick. Le'Veon Bell, his stats right now. He's only rushed for 750 yards, which is way less than what he would normally use. Now Melvin Gordon thinks that he can deserve that kind of money, that he commands that kind of money. He does not. He has proved to us that he is just like every other person that doesn't want to win, that only cares about money. He's honestly a selfish player. I don't care what anybody says. Melvin Gordon is a selfish player. He only cares about money, and he doesn't care about his team. What proved that is the fact that he held out. He held out because he didn't get the money that he wanted. Like, dude, Chargers were in the prime to go to another playoff, and you're worried about your money, and yet you are making literally twice what the normal person makes. Like, NFL players who honestly hold out just because they want more money, don't deserve to be in the playoffs. Don't deserve to be in the NFL at all. I'm just saying. That's just me, but let's go to. So now that that's done, let's go to what the Chargers need. The Chargers need tackle, an O-tackle, O-line, D-line. They need D-tackle, they need O-tackle. They need wide receiver. They need a deep threat wide receiver. And I guess you can stock up on a quarterback and a corner, and one more linebacker, I guess. But the two main focus should be O-line and D-tackle. We need to beef up our right side, and we need to help out our left side for sure. If we can get at least two offensive tackles, at least one superstar offensive tackle, I think we'll be okay. But that's my rant for this. So there's gonna be a lot of disagreements with this video for a season review for the Chargers. I don't care. It's my opinion. Take it with a grain of salt. And I mean, the Chargers were literally primed candidates to make it to another playoff run, but our O-line literally gets exposed every game. Not because ever since the Patriots exposed us, now every NFL team knows how to beat us. Keep our offense off the field, keep our defense on the field, basically, and expose our O-line. But that's my season review. If I had to give it a grade, a D. Honestly, I'd give us a D. That's just being generous. If I'm being brutally honest, we deserve an F right now. Us and the Browns are literally the most disappointing team right now. The biggest disappointment in 2019 season. The Browns and the Chargers. But that's it for this. I hope you guys enjoy this video video. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video. Tomorrow I am currently going to be recording a video tomorrow night, so this will be up hopefully tomorrow, maybe, I don't know. It depends on what I'm doing tomorrow. But if not, then it'll be up either tomorrow or sometime during next week. Maybe it'll be up tomorrow, Sunday, or whenever next week. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Peace out. Subscribe for more. Yeah. Bye.